Welcome everyone. Today at Suzan's Signature Success Show, we have the honor to welcome Norman Graeter. He is from Berlin. We have two things in common with him. We do love the teachings from Bob Proctor and Peggy McCall. Also, we met online in the mastermind from Peggy McCall, Getting into the Hollywood. Welcome, Norman. I am blessed to have you here today.
Hello, Suzan. Great to be here.
Could you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Absolutely. I'm a game changer. Now, you might wonder, what is a game changer? A game changer is a person that changes his own game every day. And by doing that, I also change the game of people in my surrounding through my coachings. And I am a passionate keynote speaker. So whenever you give me a stage or platform, this is my world. And this is what I do and love since 6 years, to inspire people to really think out of the box, to put on a different pair of glasses and see the world like through a different view. And that's basically what I love and do.
Amazing. I'm curious to know your why. Could you share with us? Why are you doing what are you doing?
Absolutely. I do what I do to bring as many people from the old world onto the new world. Like, this is my big why. Like, if you, let me tell you a story with that comes with that. In 2012, I think it was, I was sitting in Union Chapel in London. And if you would have been with me at this time, you would have seen an elderly lady, maybe 76, 80 years old, by the name of Dolores Cannon. And she showed a picture on her screen with our world as we know it. And on the right side of it, like a kind of a red planet, like a burned out planet. And they were connected through kind of a fork in the middle. And she said, our world as we know it is going down, as we can see, with COVID, with wars, with destroying the nature. We don't really treat our planet in the best way. And she said, there will be a new world waiting for people that are open-minded, that are helpful, that are supportive. And when I saw this picture, I realized this is my big vision and mission. I will bring as many people from the old world onto the new world. And as I cannot take them physically with me and carry them from A to B, the only chance to do that is bring them mentally from A to B, that they change their point of view. And by doing that, really say, I don't see what's wrong in this world and the people I hate. No, see the things that are right, that inspire you, that bring you forward. And that's my big why, to bring as many people from the old world onto the new world.
You just answered my next question. I consciously choose the name Signature Success. It's about vision, what I do love. Thank you. It was amazing. We are powerful. We are doing that through our values and habits. First of all, could you share some success habits? For example, what are you doing?
I'm doing many things during the day, and they are all based basically for my company on 3 values. Value number 1 is authenticity. Like, I want to be authentic, and the people I work with also need to be authentic. At least then they need to have the desire and wish to be authentic. The second one is they just need to have fun with what they do. It's like, if we just do it for the fact that we do it and earn money, no, that's not it. It needs to be authentic, it needs to be fun, and the third one is to be effective. We could speak for 10 hours, but we circle around the town or the city. We say it in German, wir fahren das Dorf. We drive around the little town, but we never go into the town. And that's just a waste of time for me. So whatever we do, it's very effective, it is fun, and it's based on our authenticity. And for my private life, I have a different set of values. They are basically, show you something. For the ones that watch the YouTube video, they are even like on my, like they are on my my little stand where my laptop is on. That's where my values are. Like I sit in front of them every day, and they're split into two parts. In the middle is freedom. Like freedom is my key value, the signature value, where I say everything I do is all about freedom. And then it splits into company and private, and I can see it every day. And whatever I do in life or at work, I always ask myself, is the person or the job or the project, is it built by authentic people? Or are they schickimicki, fake, whatever? I don't need people like that. Is it effective? Does it bring other humans forward? And is it fun? And if my answer is yes 3 times, then I go for it. And if my answer is no, I say, no, thank you. That's not my thing.
Okay, I love them. Can you share with us one of your secrets?
One of my secrets. Yes. I would say the biggest secret that, to be honest, I don't have 100% of the time. Sometimes I get very human and I forget it. One of the biggest secrets is that I have a very strong willpower. So whenever I want something and want to achieve something, I make it happen. And I don't let my outside world interfere in that. And I give you an example. When I started my keynote speech business and being a speaker in 2014, I had the chance to be part in a competition, in a speaker competition by Toastmasters. And they asked me if I want to join. And I said, yes, I join if I win the big title, which was being European champion in public speaking. And they said, it's nice that you have a goal, and why don't you start on club level, because you have 4 different levels until you reach the European championship. And I said, just to myself, I only attend if I win the European championship, because it will support my career. So what I did, I won the club level, the first level. I took the certificates they gave out, like Norman Graeter, winner, club level. I made a photocopy and I changed the date. So I put the date of the European Championship in and put that on my wall. So every day I woke up and I saw myself achieving this award, the people clapping, having these documents hanging in front of me, the certificates. So I started to live in my future and I made it my now. And that's one of my biggest secrets or strengths, to really dive into a world that is not there yet to see with our eyes, but with our mental eye, with our imagination, this works. And this is basically the game changer. That's why I call myself the game changer. For everything that you want to achieve in your life. It's how good can you live in your mind, only in your own mind, in your future self, in your future self-image, in your future scene that you want to have. And I'm very good in that. And from time to time, I forget about it and I get stuck with all the little tiny daily work. And then I have to pull myself out again and say, no, just work more with your imagination than with your hands.
Congratulations. Magnificent achievement.
Thank you.
Great example for others. You mentioned you are a game changer, change maker. Okay, if you can, is there something that you want to change in the world? And if there is, what is that? What you want to change in the world?
I want to change the view that people have. And it's like if you put glasses on, mm-hmm. You always have a pair of glasses on, and written on those glasses is always your point of view, how you see the world. And let's take the actual situation. Many people are in fear, they are in doubt, they are alone, and they are helpless. Because they say, oh my God, what comes from the outside, we have no chance. And the thing is, if this is your mindset, with all those negative words, this means that wherever I look in my life, Whatever I see, my clients, my partner, my friends, news, everything comes through this filter. So everything is looked at with fear, with doubt, with worry, with anxiety. But if I choose to put on like the pink glasses, the funny glasses, and just swap the glasses, I have the possibility to write something else on it. And it could be joy. It could be happiness. It could be together. And it could be love. And if I do that, I have a similar pair of glasses, but not the same one. Everything I look at, I just see through a different pair of glasses. So the whole world changes. And this is what I want to change in the world, to get people away from, oh my God, this is scary, this does not work. First, if I have the money, then I will do this. No, you already can have it in your mind. You don't need any book for that. You don't need a 50,000 euro study course for that. You just need the will to do it. And I want to inspire them. And then, of course, like yourself, support those people to move forward, to move into their own success story. Like you have the success show. I want to be the hero creator, and this fits very well with my name, Norman Graeter, the hero creator. No, I'm not the hero, I'm the guide. You are the hero. The question is, can you already feel and grab this within you, that you say, yes, that's true, I'm a hero, I feel like that, I have clearly defined goals, and I just go for it. So this is the engine below my hood, where I say, this is what I want to change in the world.
Great. This audience is curious to know, for one piece of tip to summarize, what could you say?
I want to quote Neville Goddard with that. It's a book that I currently read, and I want to read you 3 lines. And this basically wraps up what I have talked with you about in the last couple of minutes. Nothing stands between man or woman. Nothing stands between man and the fulfillment of his dreams but facts. And facts are the creations of imagining. If man changes his imagining, he will change the facts. And what Neville Goddard means with those 3 lines is, we have a goal we want to reach, but we don't have the money, we don't have the relationship, we don't have the building, we don't have the job, we don't have the car, whatever we want to have. These are facts. So the only thing that stands between us right now and our future goal are facts. I don't have the money yet, I don't have the relationship yet. And all the facts are the creation of someone imagining it. Everything that exists in this world, this pen, this phone, the glasses, was first imagined by someone. Nothing dropped on this earth and was there, besides nature, of course. Everything was first a thought. And this means that all the so-called facts that we don't have are based in our mind. So the key secret is imagine more. And by doing that, you will change the facts on the outside. You're not limited by the facts you see, but you create them, because everything you see and can touch was created by imagining. And this would be my advice.
Thank you. We can feel your wisdom. That leads me for my next question. For the biggest lesson you learned ever, and what you learned from it.
The biggest lesson, by far the biggest lesson, struck me in March 2020. Imagine if we go back to the year 2014, after 24 years, I quit my job. I had a great corporate job. I think I would have been there safe for the rest of my life. And I was not interested. I wanted to follow my passion, like speaking and inspiring people. This was my passion. So I decided it's one thing to just have a goal and tell people to find their goal and how to reach their goal. And it's another thing to have a really huge goal for myself. And therefore I thought about it and chose that I will book a big venue, a big arena with 6,000 people, and I will sell all the 6,000 tickets in a time frame of 6 years. So I told myself in 2014 I will book it, and in 2020 it will be sold out with 6,000 people. And in those 6 years I go through all the studies of Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, Brandon Burchard, you name them, Les Brown, and I will get the gold nuggets out, try them on myself and see if I can find kind of a blueprint that worked for me, because the things they give me worked for them, but this does not mean that it works for me. So that's what I basically did for 6 years. I booked a classical orchestra, a choir, LED screens, pyro. So it would have been a show like nothing in this world before. No other speaker ever used a classical orchestra to support him, to really emotionally like suck the people into the message. Never been done before. Everything was set. And 12 days before the premiere of it, before it actually took place, COVID hit, and the city of Stuttgart basically called us and said, you know, you're not allowed to do big events anymore. We are sorry. So 12 days before this one day that I worked for 6 years, every day, 7 days a week, I invested all my love, my dedication, my money was gone. And by far, this was the biggest lesson, because to be honest, everything that I've learned the years before did not work anymore. Like every self-motivation, every smart quote people gave me, every no, do this plan or do that, it just did not work anymore. It just had no effect. I was rock bottom, I was down, I was out. I screamed towards heaven. I called God an asshole. Like, what should this be? Like, you sent me on this stupid mission, and now 12 days before the finish line, you take me off the chess plate. If you play chess, I just don't get it. Until I spoke to a friend of mine 2 days later, and her name is Vivian. She's from Vienna in Austria, and she said 2 words to me that changed everything, Suzan, everything. Because she said, Norman, I just remember an American, and he's called W. Clement Stone. Probably you've heard of him in the surrounding of Bob. And whatever this gentleman said in the 1940s, 1950s, so he's gone by now. Whatever happened to him, he always replied with 2 words. And those 2 words are, that's good. And she said those words, that's good. And I really thought about it, and I said, you know, let me tell you again what just went down. My big dream, my money, my job, because as a keynote speaker, I have no more work due to COVID. All the follow-up business that would have come out of the show just did not happen. So I stood there investing everything, and I had nothing left. All the money that I saved all over the years was put in this show, and the show was not happening, and it was not my fault. So it was challenging for me to like grab those 2 words, that's good. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized the law of polarity. And we all probably heard about it. This basically means there's a polarity in this world. We have left, right, up, down, man, woman. We have 2 hands, we have 2 eyes. Everything comes kind of in a pair. Nothing exists just by itself. We don't have heaven and heaven alone. No, we also have the ground, up, down. This means if you have I think it's called a scale. If you have a scale and you're down on -10, where I basically was, there must be a +10 waiting for me. It's not possible that a +1 or a +2 is waiting. It's like if you take the height from your desk to the floor, and it's probably 70 centimeters. Also from the floor back to the table, it must be 70 centimeters. It's not possible that from the plate to the bottom, it's 70, and from the bottom to the plate, it's 90. It would be not polar, it would be not equal. This means I was at -10, so there must have been a +10 in all this negative world I was living at this moment. And I started looking for that. And the more I looked and the more I wrote down what is really good about the situation, the more my whole mindset changed. And from I am such a poor boy, nobody loves me, I went to, oh my God, there's a big chance and change and a possibility. And to cut a very long story short, if you live with those two words, that's good, and you trust in life or in God or in the universe or in whatever you believe in, that everything makes sense at one point in your life, then your life changes. Because if the show would have taken place, I for sure would not be where I am today. And you mentioned earlier where we met with Peggy McCall and Phil Goldfine. He's an Oscar-winning Hollywood producer, and I'm being mentored by him one-on-one. And I'm in week number 9, where I am asked to tell my story. Like a professional Hollywood writer interviews me since 9 weeks and writes down each and every tiny bit of my life story to make a Hollywood blockbuster that, of course, will win an Oscar. And all of this would not have happened if I would not have changed my point of view away from what do I see in my real life and back to what is good about it, and then just trust that this +10 that I did not see in the beginning, that this would bring me way further than I would have ever imagined. So the best 2 words and the best advice in the darkest hours of my life really have been, that's good.
There is just one word to sum up this, wow. And I can say that when something is not happening, that means that something bigger and greater is coming, and that is for you also. We all are excited, and could you please share to the audience how they can reach out to you?
Yes, they can reach out through all social media, like Norman Graeter, Graeter. You find me with my name everywhere. And if you want to do something good for yourself, you can also go to Celebmindset, like celeb, like celebrity, just the first part, Celebmindset.com. This is my English page for all the English speaking ones, where you can also get access to 5 free gifts. And as Suzanne asked earlier, what are my values? To find out your values is so important. This is gift number 1. We go to how can you change your paradigm. This is gift number 2. I will give you my productivity planner, what I use every day to stay focused on my goals. So I put together 5 gifts that are totally free. You can find them there at celebmindset.com and get your own celebrity mindset to be the hero in your own life.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure.